Pacific Northwest. The leaders of the Republican Party in Washington would rather those guys lose and people like them lose than change the focus of the party to issues that voters actually care about. But the truth is, you can't win elections unless you listen to voters. They're telling you what they want. Republicans have less than 3 months to figure this very simple riddle out, or it's going to be an actual disaster. Stephen Miller has been following this since the beginning. He's a former senior White House advisor. He joins us tonight. Stephen Miller, thanks so much for coming on. This seems like the simplest formula ever. Every normal person hates crime. You'd really have to be Kamala Harris to want more crime. Why aren't they running on this?
They're not running on it for the reasons you identified. Joe Biden is the most unpopular president in American history. We should be looking at the largest midterm victory for Republicans, likewise in American history. And instead, the forecasts are shrinking every single day. Why? Because Mitch McConnell isn't interested in running a national referendum that says elect Republicans, and in January, we seal the border, we reform law enforcement to go after criminals, not Republicans, and we end the war on America's children. No, what he wants to do is handpick candidates that he thinks will like Mitch and Mitch will like them. And if that means we have 48 seats or we have 49 seats, so be it. He gets to stay on as majority leader. We are witnessing in real time the greatest self-inflicted wound we have ever seen. If Republicans went out every day and said, we have had more illegal immigrants ever before this year than have been recorded in world history. We have increases in crime in our cities that no civilized nation has ever seen. And if you elect a Republican majority, we will go in January and we will take the first funding bill and we will attach to it a requirement the border be shut and a requirement that the FBI stop attacking their opponents and start locking up and breaking apart organized crime in America. And you say that in every state and in every congressional district in this country, and you will win a landslide like you have never seen before. But nobody wants to step up and even make that promise.
That's exactly right. And actually, there's precedent for it. The largest landslide in the history of the American presidency was 1972 by a candidate who did not win on charm, but won on law and order. And you can mock Richard Nixon all you want, but he was right.
49 states.
That's exactly right. So, again, how dumb are the people who run the party?
Well, a lot of people have been drinking the Frank Luntz Kool-Aid. I was a congressional staffer for almost a decade. I went to all of these presentations. So what they do is they sit you down and they say, well, we ran a message, and it says that controlling wasteful Washington spending polls at 95%. To which I would say, you know what else polls at 95%? I like cotton candy. I think airplanes are really neat and super cool, but I enjoy watching movies on Sunday. None of that gets anybody elected. What gets people elected is pushing messages where there's nowhere to hide. I'm for putting violent criminals behind bars. I'm for deporting illegal aliens, and you're not, so I win and you lose. That's how you win elections.